everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today we're going to be doing a marble design, as you can see from the thumbnail. So we're going to be using these two different pinks. They are called, let's just move these out of the way a second, Girl Talk and Pink Petals. They're both from Diamond Glitters Gel Perfection, and this is what they look like. They are beautiful colours, and then as our base we're going to be using sheer pink. So we're going to be doing like a French nail and a half and half, and then a full marble, and then just two plain nails, just to break it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do first is just do the base colours on all of the nails, and obviously I'm just going to decant some of my polishes onto a palette, and then we can get going. Okay, so first things first, I'm just going to get the base colours down. So like I mentioned, we're going to have one nail of each colour that will just be the plain colour itself. So I'm just going to get those painted up. So we've got one that is going to be Girl Talk, which is this colour, and then we'll have one that's just going to be plain of the other colour, which is called Pink Petals, I think. I've gone blank already, we've only just started. Also got a little hair attacking me already, and we've only just started, so that's a great one. Right, anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and do the base colours on all of them without you having to watch, because obviously it's pretty boring. So let's just do that, and then we can get started on the design. So first of all, I'm going to do the full marble nail, just because it's going to be the absolute quickest. So this is what I've done on my palette, and then all I'm going to do is just get a dotting tool and just pull it through in all different directions, like nothing in particular. I'm going to add a little bit more of the lighter colour, because I've gone a bit overboard with the darker one. And then just run that through as well. There we go. And then that is what we're going to be using to do our full marble nail. So I have currently done 2 coats of every colour on all the nails. So we've got 3 of the plain, and then we've got 2 that are just, no, 2 that are plain, and then 3 that are ready for design. So this one has a slight, like a really thin wet layer of sheer pink on it, just because it will help with our marble. So I'm going to be going in with the Blend It brush from Erin's collection of brushes, as always, because they are fab. So it looks like this. It's only a little diddy one. You can get the bigger ones as well, but I'm going to use this one for now. So we're just going to go into my little marble thing here, and we're just going to pick up some marble and literally just place it on the nail. Not in any particular way, because obviously that's the fun in a marble, is it's all just totally different. And then we're just going to place it and drag around the nail. And then just use the bristles to make sure that it's covering the whole nail. You just pull through bits that you want to change or move around. This is the fun of marble. I'm just going to wipe off the excess from my brush so I can pick up some fresh gel, and then I'm just going to swipe through again and then place and drag. Just going to pull it up as well to make sure we're getting in those side walls. Obviously you do need to be careful with how much product you're putting on the nail, because you still want it to be able to cure, and if it's too thick it won't. So need a little bit more for down here. Just picked up a hair by accident. And then I'm just going to make sure that everything is as I want it, and there's not any like hairs or air bubbles or just anything in there that shouldn't be. And then once we're happy with it, once I've got rid of that little air bubble there, we can then pop it in the lamp for a full cure. I usually do double cure this technique, just to really make sure that it is cured. But obviously, like I said, you do want to make sure also that you're not piling on too much product, because then it won't cure, and then you're going to have problems with curing. So I like to just go down the side walls and make sure that it's not really thick. And I'm actually taking some product off in the process of that, but because it's marble, it will Let me just get this off my skin. It will automatically just like sort of float back to where it was, because where gel has been, gel will go. And then once you're happy with it all that's left to do is cure. Like I said, just removing some product from the side walls, because that is where the product will naturally gravitate towards, which is where you'll end up with obviously more product, and then it'll be really thick and it won't cure if it's not going to. So there we go, that's that nail. We're going to pop that into the lamp, then we can move on to the next one. So this nail's going to be a free edge marble, so we're going to create like a French sort of nail, and then on the tip, instead of it being like your classic white manicure, white French manicure, is going to be a, what's it called, a pink marble one. So we're going to go in with, I'm using my Erin's favourite brush from Erin's collection. It is this one, it's just a long detailer. So I'm just going to go into this little bit of gel that I've popped here, and I'm going to create my smile line. I'm going to end up putting my arm in that, so I'm just going to move it out of the way for a second just while I do this. So I want it to be quite deep, because I do like a deep smile line on a stiletto nail. I'm just creating the smile line with my brush that I'm going to be, with the colour that I'm going to be having in the marble, by the way, but I'm using the lighter one. It doesn't really matter which one you use, but that's just the way I want to do it. So I want it to be like a tighter smile, and I want it to go down a bit further than I originally did it. So I'm going about that deep, and then we're just going to pull this side down as well. It doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, because I am going to mess it up a little bit with the marble itself, so I will clean it up when it comes to needing to, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to make sure there's a little bit of product on the free edge, just so the marble just flows a bit better. Just making sure that both sides of the French go down the same amount, else it'll look a bit wonky. But like I said, I'm not doing this too in depth to start with, because it is probably going to get a bit messed up when I put the marble on. So now we're going back in with our marble on the, what's it called? The ombre brush, and we're just going around the smile line first. And then we're going to pick up some more, and then that's going to go further down. Again, just doing it in any sort of way. Just going to mix a little bit more up, and then we're just going to pull that down the free edge. And then instead of doing the rest of it with the ombre brush, I'm going back in with the liner brush, and I'm just going to make sure that it's all mixed up. Just making sure that that line is relatively neat and that it's all muddled. No gaps, no large air bubbles. And then once we're happy, we can pop it into the lamp. Now is the time that I'm making sure that I like my smile line. Making sure it's exactly how I want it, and it goes up to the same point both sides, and it's as symmetrical as I can get it. It does usually end up being one of those things that the more I mess around with it, the worse it gets, so I've probably gone too far, but it's fine. And there we go. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to make sure from all angles that the marble is okay and it's not missing anywhere. Get rid of any air bubbles. And there we go, pop that in the lamp. So the next nail is a similar concept, but we're going to go down the middle this time instead of just the free edge. So I'm just going to create a line down the middle. just like that. And then I'm going to get my ombre brush again. I'm going to go down one side with the brush and create a marble just one-sided. Every now and then I'm just making sure that the excess is off my brush. Before I pick up some more. Just going to bring it in the middle a little bit more wiggly instead of real pin straight. Running down, and there we go, we'll pop that in the lamp. Okay, so all we're going to do now is just add some of this polish, which is called Rose, and it is this beautiful rosy shimmery glittery polish. That was a really awful description, but there you go. So all I'm going to do with this is outline this one and also the half and half nail. So we're just going to literally just create an outline. Definitely need more on my brush. So like I said, I have cured this nail already, and now I'm just going in with the glitter. I do want the line to be a little bit thicker, but I will thicken it up. Is thicken a word? I don't know why, but it sounded really weird when I said it. I will thicken it up. If it's not a word, then you know what I mean. I will make it thicker in a minute. I just want to be happy with the lines first. And then I'm going to go over the lines again, but push down on my brush to make the line thicker. Okay, and I just need to make the actual line, like where the smile area is, a bit thicker. And then I will be happy. Just like that. Make sure it's even thickness the whole way along. And both sides lead to the same point on both sides of the nail. Happy with that, so I'm going to pop that one into the lamp again for a full cure, and then all we need to do with this one is just a line down the middle. I'm going to move that out of the way because again I will get it all over me, and these brushes make line work so easy, honestly, just brilliant. It's that easy. That is literally it. I'm going to do it over again just to make sure. Oh, not with that, I'm not, because there's a little hair on the end. Oh, that little hair wasn't little, it was huge. There we go. So I'm just going to load my brush up again. Make sure we're actually focused this time, and then I'm just going over the line again. There we go. That's that outlined, so I'm just going to pop that in the lamp as well, and then literally all we need to do is just top coat all of them. So it's a nice, easy, quick, simple design this time. Obviously we've got our full marble nail as well, which I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly outline this. So just along the very edge of this nail, I'm going to pop some of this glitter just to tie it in to the other two nails. So first of all, I'm just going along with the straight lines. You can just about see it because I've only put a thin line around the outside. But I'm just focusing on the straight lines first to get those how I want them. And then I will go in and make sure those corners at the top, those rounded edges, are good. Just making sure that I want it relatively thin, but obviously thick enough for you to be able to see it. So that's the thickness I've gone for. And then we're just going to do those top areas that come round. Obviously that's not really a realistic cuticle shape, but you get the idea. I just do the straight bits first and then go round those corners afterwards when I'm happy with those. And literally just link up the straight edges, and that's it. And then I'm just going to pop that in the lamp as well. And then we're done. It's not a false alarm this time, that is all I am doing. So we've got plain colours, and then we've got different ones as well. So I'm going to put the plain colours like in the middle, I think, to break them up. And then these ones can go either side. So we're just going to grab some top coat now, and then we can get top coat in, and that is it for this set. So I've top coated them. This is what they look like, all nice and shiny. I'm really happy with how these turned out, and it's super easy. Like, even if you're an absolute beginner at nail art, this one is really nice and easy. Obviously you don't have to do the smile line if that's something you're not comfortable with yet. You could just do like a straight line across the middle like this one, but across ways, that'd be good as well. So I'm just going to take it off this stand, and then we can have another look at them. So this is the finished result. I really hope you like them. I'm really glad of how they turned out. I hope you are as well. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. If you don't already subscribe, then please do. If you already do, then thank you so much. And I'll be back with another video really soon. Bye.